Success has no age. Work on yourself daily. Too many people stop dreaming because they start counting birthdays instead of blessings. They say, I'm too old to start over, or I missed my time. But the truth is, purpose doesn't retire, calling doesn't expire, and destiny doesn't have a deadline. Every single day you wake up with breath in your lungs, God is saying, I'm not done with you yet. You are still under construction, still becoming, still capable of transformation. The reason so many people give up on their dreams isn't because they're too old. It's because they stopped believing that growth was still possible. They confuse aging with arriving. But let me tell you something. The moment you stop growing, you start dying. You are not meant to coast through life. You are meant to compound your effort, expand your capacity, and express your God-given potential. Success doesn't belong to the young or the gifted. It belongs to the consistent. It belongs to those who decide that every single day is an opportunity to evolve, to learn, and to push forward. Purpose has no expiration date. You might be 50, 60, or 70, and still have an assignment inside you that hasn't been born yet. Age only becomes a limitation when you allow it to be your excuse. Think about it. There are people who started their greatest work after the world said their time was over. They didn't see age as a wall. They saw it as wisdom. They used their past not as proof they were done, but as preparation for what's next. The moment you see your years as lessons, not losses, you activate a power in you that defies the calendar. But you can't just dream your way into success. You have to discipline your way into it. Every day you invest in yourself, you are compounding your destiny. Success is not the product of what you do once in a while. It's the outcome of what you practice consistently. Reading a page daily, praying with intention, showing up with focus, staying committed when no one's watching, that's how you grow. Small disciplines are the seeds of massive breakthroughs. You can't expect to reap in public what you neglect in private. The secret of champions is repetition. The ordinary become extraordinary by doing ordinary things with extraordinary consistency. The truth is, working on yourself daily is not about perfection. It's about progression. You're not competing with others. You're competing with your yesterday. Every time you show up with more wisdom, more faith, more focus, you are winning. When you wake up and choose growth instead of comfort, responsibility instead of excuses, progress instead of pity, you are already successful because success begins within. The money, the recognition, the applause, all of that comes after the inner victory. The outer success is just the echo of your inner transformation. Your mindset determines your momentum. What stops most people isn't lack of opportunity, it's lack of belief. They disqualify themselves before life ever does. They let the thought, it's too late, become their ceiling. But understand this, as long as you can think, learn, and act, you can win. The moment you renew your mind, you reset your future. Every day you can reprogram your thinking toward faith, gratitude, and growth. Stop asking, am I too old? And start asking, am I still willing? Because willingness is what keeps your dream alive. When your mind is renewed daily, your spirit stays young. Your energy stays fresh. Your drive stays alive. Never let your current season convince you that your story is over. The people who make history are the ones who refuse to be defined by the clock. They live by purpose, not by schedule. They understand that the seed doesn't care about the calendar. It only responds to care, patience, and persistence. If you keep watering your gift daily, in due season, it will grow. Maybe the world hasn't seen your best chapter yet because you haven't written it. Maybe your masterpiece begins the moment you stop comparing your timeline and start maximizing your time. Working on yourself daily means doing something every day that your future self will thank you for. It means pushing through when you feel tired. It means praying when you feel discouraged. It means believing when logic says it's impossible. The great ones didn't succeed because life was easy. They succeeded because they refused to stop. They turned every day into a training ground. You can't control the pace of success, but you can control your preparation. And when preparation meets opportunity, breakthrough happens. So wherever you are right now, whether you're 20 or 70, just starting or starting over, don't waste another day doubting yourself. Every day is a divine invitation to become who you were created to be. Work on yourself, invest in your growth, renew your mind, and protect your peace. The same God who gave you the dream will give you the strength to fulfill it if you keep showing up daily. Because success has no age. It doesn't belong to the young, the rich, or the famous. It belongs to the disciplined, the focused, and the faithful. Every day you work on yourself, you're proving that your time isn't over, it's just beginning. Your future will favor your consistency more than your credentials. Your destiny will reward your persistence more than your potential. So rise up, keep working, and refuse to stop, because the best version of you is waiting on the other side of daily growth. Purpose has no expiration date. Too many people believe that life hands out deadlines, that by a certain age, your opportunities are gone, your dreams should be behind you, and your window to make an impact is closed. But the truth is, purpose isn't bound by time. It's bound by alignment. Your assignment doesn't check your birth certificate before it calls you into action. There are people who start their most significant work in their 50s, 60s, and even 70s, proving that what matters is not how long you've waited, but whether you show up ready to do the work. Every season of life can carry its own opportunities if you're willing to recognize them. The lessons from your past, the trials you've endured, the wisdom you've gained. These are all tools that make you more equipped today than you were yesterday. Waiting for the perfect time is a lie. There is no perfect time. The perfect time is the one you choose to act in right now. Purpose doesn't expire because you age. It waits for you to prepare yourself to mature and to rise. Your purpose is eternal in nature. It is bigger than a calendar, bigger than society's expectations, bigger than any setback you've experienced. Each day you live, each skill you refine, each relationship you nurture, these are bricks in the foundation of your purpose. And when you finally step into your calling, the impact will be magnified because it is seasoned with experience, resilience, and understanding. So stop thinking that time limits your destiny. Your assignment is not about fitting into someone else's schedule. It's about fulfilling the unique plan that was designed for you. The world may say you're too late, but purpose whispers, I've been waiting for you to show up. Every day you continue to grow, learn, and act in alignment with your calling. You prove that age is irrelevant. You prove that as long as you're breathing, your purpose is still alive, still potent, still ready to make a difference. Daily discipline creates lifelong breakthroughs. Too many people wait for motivation, inspiration, or the perfect moment to take action, but success is rarely born in a moment. It is built day by day, step by step, decision by decision. The small choices you make consistently, even when no one is watching, compound over time into extraordinary results. Every page you read, every skill you practice, every prayer you pray, every time you push past comfort and resistance, these seemingly small acts are the invisible investments that lead to visible victories. Discipline is what separates those who dream from those who achieve. Talent alone is unreliable, luck is temporary, and opportunity is fleeting. But discipline is steady, consistent, and unstoppable. It doesn't wait for your mood to improve or for conditions to be perfect. It shows up every day, even when you feel tired, even when it's inconvenient, even when the world doubts you. When you commit to daily growth, your life begins to move on autopilot toward the destiny you've been preparing for. The power of discipline lies in its compounding effect. Just like money multiplies when invested wisely, your effort multiplies when repeated consistently. 1 hour a day, one habit a day, one lesson a day, and over months and years, these small actions add up to breakthroughs that seem impossible to someone looking for overnight results. Every time you choose discipline over distraction, focus over procrastination, consistency over convenience, you are building a future that can't be shaken by circumstance. Discipline also trains your mind and strengthens your character. It teaches patience, perseverance, and the ability to endure when progress feels slow. It builds confidence because you know that your success is not dependent on chance. It is dependent on choice. When you wake up and intentionally work on yourself every day, you are preparing for the moments when opportunity arrives. You are creating a foundation that no setback can destroy. Success doesn't happen in bursts, it happens in seasons. And daily discipline is the seed that makes those seasons fruitful. The world celebrates the results, but the results are only possible because of the unseen daily effort, the quiet consistency, and the refusal to quit. Every small act of discipline you commit to today is a brick in the legacy you will leave tomorrow. It is proof that success is not a matter of luck or timing. It is a matter of faithful, consistent action taken over time. Your mindset determines your momentum. Many people sabotage their own success before it even begins because they allow fear, doubt, or limiting beliefs to take control of their thinking. The truth is, your outer reality is a reflection of your inner world. If your mind is focused on excuses, setbacks, or the impossibility of your dreams, your life will follow that narrative. But if your mind is renewed daily, disciplined in thought, and aligned with faith, action, and purpose, it becomes a powerful engine that propels you forward regardless of circumstance. Momentum doesn't come from luck or talent. It comes from a mind that refuses to quit. It comes from consistently choosing belief over disbelief, possibility over limitation, and action over inaction. Every thought you entertain, every word you speak, and every choice you make either builds momentum toward your goals or creates resistance that holds you back. When you renew your mind, you train it to see opportunities where others see obstacles, to hear solutions where others hear problems, and to act decisively when others hesitate. The right mindset also gives you resilience in the face of setbacks. Life will challenge you. That is inevitable, but your response is determined by the way you think. A mind that is disciplined, focused, and confident will view failure not as a stop sign, but as a guidepost, a lesson pointing the way forward. Momentum grows when you refuse to be derailed by temporary defeats and when you keep taking consistent steps toward your purpose. Your mind is the steering wheel of your life. And every day you invest in strengthening it, you accelerate toward your destiny. Furthermore, mindset shapes your energy and attitude. A negative mindset drains effort and clouds judgment, while a positive, purpose-driven mindset generates enthusiasm, creativity, and courage. When your thoughts are aligned with possibility, you naturally take action because your spirit believes it is capable of success. You stop waiting for external validation or perfect conditions, and you begin to create results because your internal belief system drives persistent effort. In essence, momentum is not about doing more. It's about thinking better. It's about conditioning your mind to respond with faith, focus, and determination no matter the challenges you face. The longer you maintain this mindset, the more automatic progress becomes. Daily renewal of your thoughts, discipline of your beliefs, and clarity of vision compound over time, turning small efforts into unstoppable momentum. Your future is determined by how consistently you feed your mind with faith, purpose, and growth. When you understand that your mindset determines your momentum, you realize that age, circumstance, or opposition cannot stop you. The world may try to convince you that it's too late or that the odds are against you, but a focused and disciplined mind will always find a way forward. Momentum begins in the mind and manifests in every action you take. And when your mind is properly aligned, nothing can stop the natural flow of your success. As we draw this together, remember this: success has no age, and your destiny isn't measured by the years you've lived, but by the growth you commit to each day. Every day you invest in yourself, in your mind, in your skills, in your discipline, and in your faith, you are compounding your potential and positioning yourself for breakthroughs that others might think are impossible. Purpose doesn't expire, discipline multiplies results, and your mindset creates unstoppable momentum. No matter where you are in life, no matter the setbacks you face, no matter what the world says about timing, you still have the ability to rise, to grow, and to achieve. Every day is an opportunity to move closer to the life you were created to live. The secret is simple but powerful. Show up consistently, work on yourself relentlessly, and believe unwaveringly. Your time is not over, it is just beginning. So take action today, commit to your growth, and refuse to let age, doubt, or circumstance define your story. When you work on yourself daily, you unlock the truth that success is not for a season or a few chosen people. It is for those who are willing to prepare, persevere, and position themselves for greatness. Your future depends on what you do today, and every step you take toward improvement compounds into a legacy of success that no one can take from you.